What's up with y'all, man? I'm back with another video, man. Today's video is going to be on why silence is a weapon. You know, one thing you're going to realize as a man is that you have to learn to stay silent even when you have a lot to say. And what I mean by that is over-explaining can actually kill and tank your attraction as a man, right? You know, you can use this in not even outside of women, not letting people know your next move. You know what I'm saying? Some things need to be done in silent. Like if you plan on starting a business or starting to try to get into something or picking up a new hobby, some of those things need to be done in silence, man. You don't need to be letting everybody know your next move, man, because you have some people out here with alternative motives, and those alternative motives could be used to throw you off your path, man. You really got some niggas out here that'll take your vision and take your aspirations, take your dreams and your goals and just try to shit on them and tell you like, oh no, like, you shouldn't start that business. You shouldn't get into that, man. It ain't no money in that, man. If that's your purpose, walk in your purpose, man. God gives you your purpose. It's on us as men to find our purpose in this world, man. And with that being said, it's just like you have to be silent about what it is that you're doing. When you pop out with that new business or that new thing that you're working on, man, people should be in shock, man. I'm telling you, like, I can get into a story time. Like when I started this content creation stuff, man, I put my first video up on YouTube, man. So many of my friends and different people was reaching out to me. Man, I didn't even know you created content. I didn't even know you record videos, because I learned to use my silence as a weapon. Using your silence as a weapon is what's going to get you to the next level. People should never, ever know your next move. People should never know your next move. There's a law in the 48 Laws of Power that talks about concealing your intention, like being quiet, not telling people everything, not, going to tell everybody what you got going on, telling people that new business you trying to start, telling people about your girl or anything like that, man. And I'm gonna get into it get into it about with women too, man. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be telling your woman everything, Some things, it's just not meant to be said. Some things are meant to be kept to yourself, And for you men out there that are in relationships like myself, there's some things that I don't tell my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, your woman should know things about you. If y'all are in a relationship, your woman should know things about you. Like, in order to get to know each other, to get into a relationship, your woman has to know something about you. All I'm saying is just some things you don't have to tell everything. Some things you have to just let people find out. Some things you have to let people just find out. If you got, a YouTube channel that you're trying to grow, you can send your videos to a select few people, but you don't let everybody know what you got going on. You don't gotta let everybody know what you doing and all that kind of stuff like that, man. You gotta keep some stuff hush. Some stuff just has to be hush, man, because you got people out there, like I mentioned prior in the video, you got some people that'll literally take your dreams, take the stuff that you see yourself, and they will shit on it. They will make you not even want to do those things. I can give you an example. I mean, there's a friend, and when I was trying to start content creation, right? When I was trying to start recording these videos, putting men on game and trying to help men with women and becoming the best version of themselves, I had this one homie that I told this dream to, and he told me, he was like, bro, Ben, like, I don't think you can do it, man. Like, you need to just stick to that 9-to-5 life, man. You need to just stick to, working a job for the rest of your life, man. That's not where I want to be. I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life. I don't want to have to clock into a job that I hate every single day to try to make ends meet. No disrespect to those guys, those men and women out there that are working 9-to-5 jobs and that they're happy with that. But me personally, that's not where I want to be. That's just not where I want to be. So from that situation alone, I just learned to keep some things hush. Everything doesn't have to be told. Everything doesn't need to be broadcasted. If you going to the gym, like I'm right outside the gym right now, finna go put some work in. If you're at the gym and you putting in work, you don't have to broadcast that to everybody. Just pop out and show niggas. Pop out and show niggas, man. Just, do that work. Do that work behind the scenes. So then when you get to the top and you reach that goal, and when you start and you pop out with that business, people gonna be like, wow, like I ain't even know Ben was doing that. I ain't even know Bob was doing that. I ain't even know Jared was doing that. I didn't even know Sarah was doing that. You don't have to tell people everything about you. You know, and that's another thing I'm going to get into in a different video. But back in terms of women, right? Back in terms of women, because we're men and we love women, right? A woman loves a man that she cannot figure out, fellas. A woman loves a man that she cannot figure out. When you become predictable, women start to lose interest in you. You know, some women will never admit this, but when it's a man that she has his steps so calculated that she knows his next move, she doesn't have the same level of attraction for you, fellas. She's never going to tell you that straight up, fellas. But that's why some things are just better kept hush. You don't have to broadcast everything. Some things you need to just keep quiet, because if you do this, being silent can be used to your advantage. It can be used to your advantage, and it's just good. It's just good that as men that we continue to not broadcast everything, to do the daily works, to become a better version of ourselves, and we'll be getting in.